Welcome to another video from Dr. Lock. What we're going to do is we're going to have a look at some of the more common locks we use and the more common locks that a lot of other people are looking for. So the one we're going over today is the LH600B, which is a Brava entrance lock, dead latching. It comes in satin stainless steel, that's the finish, or most people just call it silver, or SC, or whatever you want to call it. Basically, it's a brush, non-shiny finish of silver. LW4 keyway, the back set, which is adjustable from 60 to 70mm, and the door thickness, which is from 35mm to 51mm. To install this, you will need a 51 to 52mm hole saw, a 24mm speed bore, a chisel, and a hammer. Okay, let's just take the lock out, and I'll show you what's in the box. Okay, there's our latch, there's our instructions, and we can just put that aside. Let's have a look over the lock itself. So on the inside you have a turn switch, you have two screws on either side, which is really easy for fitting. It has the square drive in the middle, which what we like to call is just a tie bolt setup. Nothing here you need to worry about, the spring is hung in there. One of the reasons you do need to drill a 54mm hole is because if your hole is too small, it's going to choke these internal springs and problems. You're just basically not going to have the spring and all the rest. If you drill the proper 52mm hole, you can then retrofit other locks afterwards because they all take the same hole, other handle locks, or anything you want to put in. So as long as you've got the right hole, you're going to be right. But most importantly, you're not going to be messing around with those springs in there or making the lock sit funny. That's the front of it on the door. That's what it'll look like on the door. And I'll give you some sizes about how far this protrudes, because a lot of people who have screen doors on the front of their houses like to know, if I put this lock on, is it going to protrude and hit the screen door? And also we'll measure the diameter here, because it's good to know whether or not you're going to need to paint around that edge if you go to this particular lock. So let's get that out of the way. Okay, so across here to here, let's go, and I'm going to give you 65. Protrusion on the back, including the switch, I'm going to go with about 70 mil from there to there. This is the most important one, the one on the front, and I would be saying 60 mil or 61 mil from the bottom here to the top here. And as far as length of handle, we've got about 120mm, giving it a little bit extra. And once again, let's go with that size of the actual rose or footprint. I'm going to go with 65 from this point here to this point here. Okay, so that pretty much covers the lock. It's pretty much straightforward. You put the latch in the door, you come through from this side, you come through with the lock from the back, you give it a little twist on the actual locking switch to make sure that you've picked up that tail piece and it's sitting in the right orientation inside the back of the handle. You then put through your two long screws and that will clamp it to the door. Okay, the actual latch itself is a tie bolt latch. Okay, so there's the keys, LW4 keyway or C4, 5-pin keys, of course branded Brava. Really good keys for rekeying because they actually print the number on the back of the keys. So if you wish to get another key made, you could write down that number and quote it, and somebody could cut you a key to code and it would work the lock most days. This is the latch itself here. It's reasonable quality. A lot of locks now you buy from the hardware, this part is the part that isn't reasonable quality. That's why we go with Brava, is because it's a reliable and trusted brand, and where it really matters, they've done what they have to do as far as quality so that the product can be reliable, long lasting, and people like us, locksmiths, can give some sort of warranty on the product because we know the build quality is up to standard and up to what it needs to do. So these locks basically, they're made in such a way that is suitable for locksmiths, as where if you were to go buy this type of lock from the hardware shop, it'd be a lot less quality. And the other day I had to drill one of these off the door because this part actually failed. So this is where the difference is in between the locks. They all look the same, but when you start talking about the internal mechanical parts and how they're built and the strength and the quality of those, that's where the difference is. And this part right here, if it fails, you can end up with a jammed door and it can be extremely hard to get the door open. So really important to have a good quality latch, which this is, and this is a tie bolt latch. At the moment it's in the 60mm position. To change it to the 70mm position, I simply need to grab that and just pull that across like that. Now it's 70mm back set. What that means is from the edge of the door, which I'm just going to measure now, to the center of that square hole, which is the middle square drive here, that's 70mm. If I want to push it back, I'm now on 60 mil. So if you've already got a pre-existing hole in your door, you could use this either 60 or 70 just by sliding that backwards and forwards. Once again, stainless steel part on the frame. You need a 24 mil speed bore to drill this into the door. Then you need to carve around and flush mount the face plate of the strike, and that will make a nice job. And then you come through with the screws. What else we got? Okay, 2 long screws. They're used to attach the lock body to the door. 2 wooden screws, they're used for the edge of the latch. Another 2 wooden screws which are used for the striker plate. A funny piece of metal here which is used to trigger that little hole right there when you put the key in to remove the cylinder. So if you wish to remove the cylinder, that is how you would do it. You put the key in, you turn it, you push that little retainer in, pull the handle off, change the cylinder and put it back in. Alright, so that's our quick unboxing and review and overlook of the Brava LH600B entrance set dead latching lever lock in SS or stainless steel. Available from our lock shop. Leave your comments down below, and thanks for watching.